confirm the target is still to become zero carbon by 2030. Second question is to ask how you plan to measure the reduction in emissions year by year. And the third question is to ask how this will be reported to the public. Thank you.
What progress has been made since you declared the climate emergency in February to reduce carbon emissions? And also, what financial resources have been allocated to reduce the carbon budget, which the single report has told you need to reduce by 40% per annum until 2030? And given the likely target reduction shortfall this year, as far as we're aware, minimal action has been taken, what additional financial resources will be made available to catch up next financial year? And this needs to be done in a fair way. So when will Sheffield follow leads in holding a citizens' assembly to advise the council on how to reduce emissions? And also, as said, getting the public on board is crucial. Rapid and significant changes to our society cannot be done by stealth. Why has the council produced no publicly visible, beyond a page in the Sheffield City Council website, information on the declaration of climate emergency, or communicated the dangers to life facing people around the world and in Sheffield from climate breakdown, and what plans does it have to do so?
Well, now my questions are all concerning glyphosate, because this isn't just a climate emergency, this is an ecological emergency. And I met a young man not long ago spraying glyphosate on my street, and was astonished to find that he wasn't wearing protective gear. So why don't the workers spraying our streets with dangerous glyphosate wear protective clothing? They have no mask and no gloves. Secondly, a court case against Monsanto in the States was won by a man who developed cancer after using Roundup. He was awarded $289 million in damages. So my question to Sheffield Council is, what preparations have you made to be able to pay out damages to workers who get cancer as a result of their use of glyphosate? My third question: last year, Sheffield Council and AIM used 1,750 litres of glyphosate. It has been proved to cause mortality of species, including bees, predatory mites, lacewings, ladybirds and beetles. Argentinian studies suggest that glyphosate use leads to a decline in honeybee activity, and the demise of the monarch butterfly population in New York has been blamed on glyphosate. Glyphosate in soil takes 140 days to break down to half its toxicity, and will continue to be taken up by plants from the soil for 2 years and longer. It's toxic to earthworms and inhibits fungi essential for tree health, collecting nutrients and water to feed their host plants and protecting tree roots from harmful fungi and root rot diseases. Despite this, it's sprayed around trees and on our pavements and in our parks around Sheffield. When will the council stop using glyphosate?
The council advised us in an article in Now Then magazine that they have been looking at alternatives, trying alternatives to glyphosate such as steam, hot water and foam spraying, mulching and not treating perimeters of open space such as parks. Have the trials which used alternatives for glyphosate been successful? How successful have these measures been in reducing the amount of glyphosate used? Why aren't residents warned when glyphosate is going to be sprayed on their street? Finally, why aren't roadsides and verges in our city being left alone wherever possible to allow wildflowers to grow? We have less than 1/5 of our winged insects and pollinators left. Without them, humans will die. In Amsterdam, an effort to leave verges untouched resulted in a 43% increase in bees. Why aren't we taking this strikingly simple and costless action to preserve our wildlife? Thank you.
Thank you. I refer those questions to Councillor Mark Jones, the Cabinet Member for Environment, Street Scenes and Climate Change.
Thank you. Thank you for passing on the questions in advance, Ben, and thank you to Jeff, Nathan and Rachel for presenting the questions. There's a lot of information that can be gleaned out of all of the questions that you've asked. I'm kind of mindful of time, but I don't want to dismiss your efforts coming down and making those questions today. So, first and foremost, and also mindful to other questions that are coming from Russell Johnson, I think, it is really important that we stay on record, as we have stated before, that this council is determined to become carbon neutral by 2030. We are working hard to deliver that, and I know that from talking to colleagues from Extinction Rebellion that there's been some confusion as to whether we have genuinely undertaken that commitment. We are, and I'm making that statement today. With regards to the glyphosate issue, I've done some research myself and taken advice from officers on this, and it is a complex subject, and I don't think I can give you sufficient information in mind for today to warrant a further and fuller discussion on this. I can say that we have trialled not using spray, herbicides of this nature, in the parks. Unfortunately, it has proven not successful in the controlling of weed species in our environment. This doesn't mean to say that it shouldn't be continued and we shouldn't explore it, because what we define as being a weed species, a desirable plant and an undesirable plant, is something that we should be looking at. Where someone says that we're spraying to get rid of a weed in a verge, is not necessarily appropriate. So that is something that I will be looking at further, and I'll hopefully come back to you at a later date on. Specifically with regards to the verges and roadside environment, why have we not been leaving them to grow wild? We've undertaken trials across the city. Louis Dagnan has spoken about this previously, where we are allowing verges to grow. We are minded for public safety that where there are impact on sightlines for road users and such like, we will trim back those verges. However, we will try and allow the verges to grow wherever possible. It has multiple benefits. One, it provides a diverse environment for wildlife to thrive in. It gives corridors for wildlife to move around in. More importantly, it also traps some of those pollutants from cars that are using those roadways in, so it stops them getting further spread within our environments. So we are mindful of those elements there. In terms of workers, Amy and the workers in terms of the use of glyphosate should be always adhering to COSH regulations. If they're not, please can you capture that for us and inform us of that, because it is paramount importance to this council that we protect our workers in all cases. With regards to the longevity of the herbicide in the natural environment, there is some conflicting opinions as to what that longevity is, and I will get back to you in my written answer, a more detailed answer on that one. With regards to what steps we are taking to reduce our carbon footprint, we have already sourced our power from purely renewable sources. We are looking to see how well we can make all our bin lorries electric. There are many steps that we are taking. I want you to be assured that we're not sitting on our laurels here and just waiting for the answers to present themselves. We are actively going out and looking to see what more we can do and how rapidly we can reduce our carbon footprint as a city. And we will be participating in public debates to look at how we can better inform and educate our citizens on what we can do. And I've received a letter that I'm picking up with Julie as to how we can communicate via regular correspondence from the council with citizens and how we can raise the issue of the climate emergency. It isn't something that we are taking lightly, and we will hopefully, through groups like yourself and other partner organisations, be taking this forward. So I will write back to you with a more detailed response and a more comprehensive response. But being at the time, I'm hoping you'll accept these answers now as part of that response, and I'll be looking forward to having regular meetings with you going forward as well. So thank you for giving your questions to us today.
Will the response include information from the Citizens' Assembly?
Yes, it will. Yes.
The next question